Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Nketiah insists he's ready to play up front with Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal striker Nketiah has been speaking to Reuters TV and insists he's ready to play up front with Gabriel Jesus. Nketiah has seen his playing time heavily reduced since the arrival of Jesus over the summer. The former Manchester City striker has made a huge impact at Arsenal and started in every Premier League game so far, but Nketiah impressed towards the end of last season after replacing Alexander Lacazette in the Gunners' side. The 23-year-old started Arsenal's last 8 games in the league last season and bagged 5 goals, including a brace against Chelsea. The Arsenal Academy product has been handed one start in the Europa League this season and got on the score sheet once again. Now, he is insisted that he can play alongside Jesus under Mikel Arteta. Nketiah spoke to Reuters TV yesterday ahead of Arsenal's Europa League game against Bodo Glimt this evening. The Arsenal man was asked if he could play alongside Jesus for Arsenal in the future. Yeah, definitely. I think it's the coach's decision to play what he thinks is the best lineup, but I think the times we have played in the preseason, when I have come on with him, we have shown we can command together, Nketiah said. We are both fluid strikers that like to move around. He is a great player and good to play with. He's had a great start and hopefully it continues for the team. Nketiah also praised Jesus for the impact he has had on the entire Arsenal squad. He added, I think he isn't just a great player to play alongside and watch. He's had a really good start and I think he brings a lot of energy to the team, that hunger and desire. He's come for a winning environment and has brought that mentality over. I think naturally you pick that up, not just myself but the whole team. Like I have said, he's had a good start and not just him, the whole team and the other boys that have come in. He's been a good addition and all the signings have done really well, so we are happy with them. Gabriel Martinelli's Arsenal contract includes 2-year option. Arsenal have the option to extend Gabriel Martinelli's contract for 2 years until 2026 amid a little speculation over the forward's future at the Emirates, according to a report from the Times. Martinelli has been one of the Gunners' top performers so far this term. The Brazilian already has 3 goals in the Premier League to help Mikel Arteta's man to the top of the table. Understandably, Arsenal want to tie Martinelli down to fresh terms. It seemed that they may be under a small amount of pressure to agree a new deal with the 21-year-old. His current contract expires in 2024, and reports from the Daily Mail this week claimed that several sides, including Chelsea, are monitoring Martinelli, but Martinelli appears to be incredibly happy at the Emirates, and it seems that Arsenal find themselves in an incredibly strong position. According to the Times, Martinelli's deal actually includes a 2-year option, so he could potentially extend his stay until 2026 without signing fresh terms. Arsenal fans were probably not too worried when the links with Chelsea emerged. The Gunners are making progress at an absolutely rapid rate on and off the pitch. Martinelli is a key part of the current side. Mikel Arteta has previously described him as incredible, so you have to question why he would have any interest in moving anywhere right now. Arsenal may feel that they are under little pressure to sort out a new contract, but an announcement that he is set to stay will only help keep the good feeling and momentum going. It will also send out a message to their rivals that the key players want to stay at Arsenal now, with the Gunners in a fantastic position as a club. Manchester City are keeping a close eye on Arsenal star Bukayo Saka. Football journalist Dean Jones has claimed that Manchester City are keeping a close eye on Arsenal star Bukayo Saka as he nears the final 18 months of his contract. The Englishman has arguably been Arsenal's best player over the last 2 years. He is a sensational player, but he hasn't signed a new contract yet, and that seems to have alerted the best team in the country, Manchester City. Saka signed his last contract in July 2020. It was a 4-year deal that expires in the summer of 2024. The 21-year-old, branded as a special player, will enter the final 18 months of his current deal in January, and Arsenal cannot let him go beyond that point without tying him down to a brand new contract. If they don't, some of the biggest clubs in the world will take an interest, including Manchester City, who, according to Jones, are already keeping tabs on Saka's situation. The journalist told Give Me Sport, "It makes sense that Arsenal get Saka tied up as soon as possible to a new deal. I am told Man City are keeping a close eye on this situation and think he would be a great fit for them, but they will only move if he shows any doubts over his Arsenal situation." Arsenal have a history of selling their talented players to Manchester City. The likes of Emmanuel Adebayor, Kolo Touré, Gaël Clichy and Samir Nasri all made the switch to the Etihad over a decade ago. Much to the anger of Gunners supporters, the last thing Arsenal fans would want to see is Saka following the above-mentioned players' footsteps and joining Manchester City, who are already on a different level compared to every other team in the country. Mikel Arteta and Edu simply have to get this sorted as soon as possible, and the Arsenal boss revealed in his press conference yesterday that they are working on getting it done. Mikel Arteta joins an Arsenal training and goes on same team as a 23-year-old who's accused of sucking up to him. Arsenal have been preparing for their upcoming Europa League match. In a video released on the official Arsenal website, the players can be seen being put through their paces. Towards the end of the video, manager Mikel Arteta joins in with one of the drills. Arteta is seen teaming up with Captain Odegaard in training. The pair are in the middle of a circle as the rest of the squad keep the ball away from them. Odegaard and Arteta can both be seen smiling as they look to win back possession. Odegaard has previously been accused of sucking up to Arteta. Goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale said in an interview with the Peter Crouch podcast, "Martin Odegaard is partial, a term for sucking up to a manager. To be fair, he was playing for Real Madrid when he was 12. I don't know what they are saying because they speak Spanish. The day after a game, he, Arteta, will speak to most people in English. Maybe one or two of the lads whose English isn't perfect, he will speak to in foreign languages. But Martin's English is perfect and he's speaking Spanish. How parched." There is definitely a lot of mutual respect between Odegaard and Arteta. Arteta has been really impressed by how he's led the team after being made club captain. The £30 million Norwegian international has been a valuable member of Arteta's side, who currently sit top of the table. Arteta teaming up with Odegaard in training might have got a few chuckles from the rest of the Arsenal squad, but the relationship between Arsenal's manager and captain is clearly a strong one. Mikhail Uplitson reacts to Charlie Patino's display in a Blackpool draw. Mikhail Uplitson has said that Charlie Patino was outstanding for Blackpool on a Tuesday, while he reiterated that the Arsenal loanee is as good with the ball as anyone he has seen, in comments reported by Lancs Live. Patino made his fourth league start of the season. Blackpool faced Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, and it proved to be a more positive result after 3 straight defeats. Blackpool held the Black Cats to a goalless draw, but it seems that Patino managed to make a big impression on Appleton. The game really lacked quality. However, it was Patino who tried to make things happen in the draw. Much of Blackpool's good work went through the midfielder, particularly in the second half. Appleton has expressed his excitement for what lies ahead of the Arsenal teenager, and he was full of praise for his performance in the stalemate with Sunderland. "I said when he came to the club, he is as good as anything I have seen dealing with the ball, and with good movement of the ball as you have seen tonight. He can play as a 6, can play as 10, can play as an 8. He's got a really good future ahead of him," he said, as reported by Lancs Live. "It's important that we have got certain players in the team that can do that and deal with the ball. Charlie's already been mentioned, but I thought he was outstanding, especially in the second half. He controlled the game. It was his game. He played at his tempo. When he wanted to speed it up, he sped it up. When he wanted to slow it down, he slowed it down. When he wanted to switch the play, he did it. He went on to add. Arsenal eyeing sensational move for Manchester United star Marcus Rashford. Arsenal are keeping tabs on Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford ahead of potential move in 2023. Rashford's current contract at Manchester United expires in 2023. After a disappointing few years, many fans at Old Trafford wouldn't have been too disappointed to see the back of Rashford, but he's turned a corner under Erik ten Hag. Now Rashford is keeping Cristiano Ronaldo out of the Manchester United side, leading the line for ten Hag. However, with a new contract yet to be finalized, he could still leave the club in the coming months. In January, Rashford will be able to sign a pre-contract agreement with a European club. According to Football Insider, one club keeping an eye on his contract situation is Arsenal, and they could make a sensational move for the Manchester United man in 2023. The report does claim that United have the option to extend his contract by a year and avoid him leaving on a free, but Arsenal could still make a move for the England international. Losing a key player to Arsenal would be devastating for Manchester United, but they won't want to keep hold of him if he doesn't want to be at the club. Mikhail Mudryk says he wants to reach a higher level in his career. Arsenal have been heavily linked with Mikhail Mudryk in recent months. In August, Mediafoot Marseille claimed the Gunners were among the teams eyeing the Shakhtar Donetsk star. Speculation intensified when Modric 10, the player's official account, liked a post linking Arsenal with him, and though Modric stayed put at Shakhtar, he kept speculation alive. Just days after the transfer window shut, he told CBS Sports, "Yes, I think every guy dreams about playing in the Premier League. Arsenal is a very good team, very good coach. I like the way they play. Yes, from my side, I can't say no, but a transfer is not only my decision." Modric has gone from strength to strength this season, dazzling fans, neutrals and opponents alike. The 22-year-old has 2 goals and 6 assists from 6 appearances this season with his club in all competitions. On Wednesday, Shakhtar faced Real Madrid in the Champions League. A year ago, Modric was applauded off the Bernabeu pitch when the two sides met. Marca, looking ahead to the match, published an in-depth article about the Ukraine international. This included quotes from the player himself, as well as Shakhtar director of football Dario Serna, who called him incredible, and Modric, while happy at the club, has expressed his desire to one day move on to bigger things. He said, "I would like to develop myself and reach a higher level in my career, but my thoughts at the moment are with Shakhtar." Arteta names forgotten man as one who will have a chance against Bodo Glimt. Arsenal are set to take on Bodo Glimt in tonight's Europa League clash, and Mikel Arteta has named Reiss Nelson as a player who is set to get his chance. The English forward is yet to feature for the Gunners this term, having suffered an injury just before the closing of the transfer window, which blocked any potential departure. But he is now ready to vie for a role within the first team squad. Many will have forgotten that Reiss was with the club, however, having spent last term out on loan with Feyenoord, but the manager claims that he has seen the potential for him to move to the next level. After the spell that he had last year on loan, we wanted him back to see if there are any changes, and there is a prospect that we can really take to the next level, Arteta said. "We think the potential is there, and we think we have seen something in Reiss that is special. He's been a part of our academy system, and now he is going to have an opportunity. He's been out for almost 3 months with an injury. He's back now, he is fully fit, and he's ready to play. He just needs minutes now. His attitude and the way he's matured and evolved over the past year or so has been really impressive. I think everybody is talking about it, and now he needs to do it on the pitch," Arteta said. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.